Have you ever heard of a gorilla who could drive a car, tell jokes, knew over 1,000 words, and even raised a kitten as her own? What if I told you this same gorilla had fascinating ideas about death, and perhaps even an answer for what comes next? And what if, before she died, she left a message in sign language that shocked the entire world? Lola was born on the 4th of July, 1970, in a California zoo. From the very beginning, she stood out, not just from other gorillas, but from all animals. She didn't just resemble us physically. She thought and felt, in a profoundly human way. Lola used sign language to communicate, clearly expressing her feelings, whether it was anger, love, sadness, or joy. She articulated herself with a surprisingly human-like consciousness, and even had a few peculiar habits. Beyond her emotional depth, Lola was incredibly smart. She learned to drive, told clever jokes, and even created new words all on her own. She had many pets throughout her life and formed powerful bonds with each of them. In tests, her IQ scored between 70 and 90, which is astonishing when you consider that the human average is around 90, and even higher in some countries. Before she passed, Lola left a chilling message, as if she possessed a deep understanding of human history. Her childhood was anything but ordinary. Born on a hot California summer day, Lola faced serious health problems in her first few months. Due to a life-threatening illness, she was separated from her mother. When they were finally reunited, her mother rejected her. Alone in a large enclosure with other unfamiliar gorillas, Lola's future seemed bleak until a psychology student named Anna came into her life. Anna began caring for Lola as part of her research, teaching her sign language and administering intelligence tests, which Lola passed with stunning ease. She quickly built a vocabulary of over 3,000 words. She could sign 1,000 of them and understood another 2,000, grasping abstract concepts like good, bad, fake, and real, along with nouns, verbs, and adjectives. The first word she learned was queen, because Lola saw herself as a kind of sovereign, and she didn't stop there. She didn't just absorb what she was taught. She created new words herself. For instance, she combined the signs for finger and bracelet to invent finger-bracelet, a term for a ring that no one had ever taught her. Lola's sense of humor was one of her most remarkable traits. She loved playing pranks. Once, after pulling Anna's hair, she laughed and signed, "Sorry," behaving just like a mischievous human child. This ability to joke showed she understood that others had thoughts and feelings different from her own, a capacity known as theory of mind. In one memorable instance, she played a prank so clever it made clear she knew exactly who she was talking to. But Lola's skills didn't end there. She even managed to drive a car, demonstrating her extraordinary, human-like abilities. Beyond these feats, she had a rather strange curiosity. She was fascinated by people's chests, on both men and women. In 2005, 3 caretakers even filed a lawsuit, alleging they were pressured to comply with Lola's unusual demands. Experts confirmed that no other gorilla had ever shown such an obsession. Gradually, Lola's story spread across the globe. Her famous self-portrait in a mirror and her magazine covers turned her into an international sensation. Many celebrities, including a famous actor and a renowned comedian, visited the zoo just to meet her. Lola's perception of friendship was as unique as she was. At 19, she passed the mirror self-recognition test, a challenge that most gorillas fail. While others don't recognize their own reflection, Lola identified herself immediately, showing a level of self-awareness rare among animals. She also loved watching movies. Her favorite was an Italian film called Tea with Mussolini. Whenever the saddest scene played, where a child says goodbye to his family, Lola would look away to avoid becoming too sad, a clear sign of her deep sensitivity. The impact of films on her was incredible. After watching Jurassic Park, she began treating her dinosaur toys with great caution, as if fearing a real threat. One Christmas, Lola asked Anna for a kitten. At first, Anna was worried that a real cat might get hurt, so she offered her a stuffed monkey instead. But Lola knew instantly it wasn't real. She dismissed the toy with sign language, showed her sadness, and insisted on a real kitten. In the end, Lola was allowed to choose a kitten from a litter of abandoned ones. She picked the smallest of the felines and named him Ball, because he resembled a little ball. Lola cared for Ball as if he were her own child. She even tried to nurse him, and despite her enormous size, she was always extremely gentle and loving. Then tragedy struck. Ball was hit by a car and died. Upon hearing the news, Lola reacted with profound grief, signing words like sad and bad to express her pain. Anna recalled telling her, "Lola, something happened to your kitten. He's gone." In the days that followed, Lola was even heard making sounds that resembled human crying, mourning the loss of her dear friend. A photo of Lola with Ball appeared on the cover of a major magazine, immortalizing that moment of grief. After losing Ball, Lola continued to care for other kittens, always inspired by her love for felines, and Anna even wrote a book about the adventures of Lola's kittens. Once, a caretaker showed Lola a skeleton and asked if it was alive or dead. Lola signed, "Dead." When the caretaker asked where dead gorillas go, Lola calmly gestured toward a comfortable place and then blew a farewell kiss. Just a few days later, on a June morning in 2018, Lola passed away silently in her sleep at the age of 46, leaving behind a breathtaking message for all of us. After Lola's passing, the zoo dedicated a special space to her memory, where visitors could see photos, videos, and read about her incredible life. Her story continued to inspire animal behavior research worldwide, and scientists began to study her methods of communication and emotional capacity more deeply. Universities created courses based on the discoveries from her life, contributing to a new understanding of the animal mind. Lola's legacy influenced educational programs that teach the importance of respecting all forms of life. Documentaries were produced to tell her story, raising public awareness about animal rights. Her life sparked scientific debate on animal intelligence and propelled new research into communication between different species. The love Lola showed her pets inspired adoption projects across the country, and her influence extended into the world of art, with countless works celebrating her unique personality. Museums opened exhibitions dedicated to her, and she was honored at cultural festivals. Animal rights organizations used her story to strengthen their campaigns, mobilizing society and sparking concrete actions to improve the lives of animals. The emotional impact of Lola's story generated a new wave of empathy, encouraging people to connect more deeply with the animal world. Ultimately, Lola's example awakened a greater environmental consciousness, encouraging the preservation of wildlife and the creation of animal sanctuaries. Her life became a symbol in the fight for animal rights and the importance of respecting all living things. These events marked the beginning of a new era of empathy and responsibility, where Lola's legacy continues to inspire positive change throughout society.